So, when you mentioned militants, which you're amongst that right now, your father has an amazing background.
Yes,
When it comes to fighting for the rights of his people.
absolutely.
Talk about that.
Sure. Um, South African, the previous government was a racist apartheid government, which oppressed and suppressed the majority of the population of the country, which are black people. And growing up in a small town, my father was born in Port Elizabeth, in a small little town. Used to work for Ford, assembling engines, before he realized that he needs to do something. He needs to have a voice. He needs to be heard. So he found this old white guy because we needed that channel. Sometimes you need alliances. You need, the help of these people who have put you in this situation. It's the least you could do, white guy. His name was Atandwa, and they created the Serpent Players, and they spoke about the injustices of South Africa. All of the laws that were passed that did not favor or serve any black person at all. There was a book called the Dom Pass. It's like a dumb book that you needed. You couldn't be in a certain area at a certain time. You couldn't work for a certain person. You couldn't be there. You couldn't do this. It was like 200 and something pages, and you would never have everything in order. So it'll be just an excuse to look through your book. This is out of order. Throw you in jail. So he started working in 1975. He did this play called The Island about these two political prisoners who were sent to Robben Island, where Mandela was sent to, for fighting for freedom. Like the story of Antigone, there's a play within the play where you bury the body of your brother even though he's against the state, but is it okay to be in prison for doing what is right, basically? So they won a Tony Award in '76 and arrived in South Africa, put in solitary confinement. He was put on the hit list because he was seen as someone who's going to topple the government through his works, stabbed 11 times, lost an eye. Still continues to write. He did Othello in '88, kissed a white woman first time on stage in South Africa in prison. He did Strindberg's Miss Julie, kissed another white woman in jail. I'm like, bruh, stop it with the white woman and the kisses and stuff, bro. Like, what's going on? But he needed to make the point that this is human. We're human beings. We're not just animals that's to be used for your own purpose, This man fought and fought and fought, which is why today I can say that art is a tool, it's a weapon. You can use art as a strong, strong weapon. Other people have other, tools. We had people who went out to rally in the streets. We have stone throwers, we have whatever, but we also have art. And it's as dangerous as all of those. And that's where I get my militancy from. Because when I was growing up, we didn't have art for entertainment. We didn't have art for art's sake. Art had to have a message. Art had to have an impact. It had to change minds. It had to. Otherwise, we're wasting our time. We don't have time to waste. So every time I approach a role, I'm like, what's the purpose? What's the meaning? But like, who are we serving? Who are we exposing? What are we doing? I'm not going to do a Cinderella story if we don't have a twist to it. You know what I'm saying? If we don't expose the injustices of a current government. You know what I'm saying? Or one that is on its way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know where to look when you're looking at stuff like this. If you're that militant perspective, is that the two old white men are fighting each other. I see that on the television, but where should we be looking? That's hiding something else. We're missing something here. Whenever something like that comes out outright, and they're gonna show their asses like that. Nah, bro, there's something else somewhere.
Yeah. Somebody else is pulling the strings somewhere to make that puppet show go.
I call it a looky loo.
Yeah.
You know exactly.
Yeah.
Look over there, it's like hit back over there, here.
Yeah.
Telling you.
So, first BlurCon.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, not your last.
Not my last.
Not
Not at all.
You
I'm
heard
gonna
that,
be
Hilton. It's not his last. We would love for you to come check out PlayStation.
Absolutely.
We currently have a live stream up on the second floor.
Oh, I'm gonna be there.
If you go up to the elevator to the second floor and turn left, you'll see us. We have the full setup. We are talking to people. We're showing them the beta because we need our stories out there for the people to see.
And you need to let the people that are showing their stories retain their ownership.
Yes.
So that is something that I am extremely excited about with them. I like us to be able to own our own things and not be peddled by somebody else that has no idea why or how
And has
to tell
no
our
care
story.
for it.
None.
A good
Not
word.
even.
We don't know how to tell it. That's because you're not supposed to.
It just doesn't
Exactly.
We would tell that.
It doesn't resonate with me. I just don't get it. Yeah. Thank you so much.
That's
Let
why
me give you that.
Kanye.
Let me give you that strength.
Here,
Why
Blur
was he so
Kanye,
angry?
you're here.
Oh,
Come through.
Look at that.
Blur Station. Chris Fury from Blur's Eyeview. Lady Mandalore, room full of Blur's and Blur's Eyeview. My man Tafari.
Mr. Kani, the gentleman, the consummate gentleman, Shakespearean overlord.
I think I found my other brother. I found my other brother.
I am him.
Facts.
Big on it.
Dude, and the rhythm is smooth.
Thank you so much. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank
so
you,
much,
bro.
sir.
Thank you so much. Much love.
Thank you, Whoopi. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Let's get it.
You'll be seeing us.
I'll be seeing you on that second floor. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. Come through.
Lady from Geek by Hearts.
Lady Mandalore, also known as Room Full of Blurs.
Chris Fury.
We'll be watching Mayhem Media.
And you are watching?
Blur's Eyeview.